Hello everybody, today we're drawing a castle, so we're going to use straight lines, horizontal, vertical, up and down, side to side, but we're going to make a castle line. So it goes over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, and it'll go that way on top of the walls of the castle. So let's start out with a horizon line. It can be kind of wavy, not so straight. And then I want my castle to be kind of centered in. This is a picture of a castle, so I'm drawing the side walls of the castle. And in the middle, I want to find kind of where the middle is and draw a large rounded door. And I adjusted where that was because I wasn't crazy about the shape and the size of it. So I drew around that there. I can change my mind and draw those into stones. Those are going to make the outline of the castle door, which will become a drawbridge. And I could have a moat around my castle, which is a body of water that keeps people from running into my castle or trying to climb the walls. I could have alligators in my moat if I lived in that kind of region to protect the castle also. So here is my big wooden door, vertical, straight lines. I'm drawing the sides of this up a little. I'm going to draw a tower on each side here. I want them about the same. I'm going to have, this needs to move over, I'm seeing. So I'm changing that. And that's why you have your eraser there. But as soon as you erase, go ahead and clean that paper off, and that will help you as you paint and other things as you go. Okay, so here is this castle wall. Over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over. And that's something like what you want to do. Let's put a tower in the center. And draw this like this, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up. A little bit of overlap is fine. Maybe a flag in a triangle shape. Maybe, oh, here, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down. Over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, down. So maybe I want some windows in the tops of my towers, and right here at this level also. So I can start to draw the course of stones. And you see all the line drawing we're doing in this. We're having different patterns of lines, so we have talked about patterns, and this is just another type. We're drawing patterns in this castle wall, so I could break these into bricks also. And then I need to paint all these things in, so I'm thinking about what it's going to look like, what colors. I'm going to use gray, so I'm using black watercolor. And of course I could do it with a marker, which would actually be faster if I drew it in. And I think I'll do it that way when I return, but I've almost got my drawing. I want to finish a few things. I'm putting a tree here. And since it's a long ways away, there's not a lot of detail. It's a shape. Here's the trunk of the tree, and here's tall foliage of the tree. Maybe this opens up this way. Window here. I can put my rocks, brick segments, give it a little more illusion. I need to do that here on these sides also. Try to split them up to stagger where the mortar joints go together. It's how they lay bricks, if you look at how bricks are laid. Take time. You can build your castle the way you want to. It doesn't need to look like mine. I would like to see you use the lines I'm using, but in your own way. And that will be great. So we're drawing a castle really for an exploration of line, you know, and the patterns that we're drawing, but then also in the color. So I talked about using markers, and I'll be doing that right after these messages. So I'm in the art room and I have a kind of dried up marker. I dipped it in a little bit of water off camera here. Here's my water, and it's not clean. It's the same water that I did the last assignment with, but it reactivated this marker. I just want to make sure not to draw over my flag. I'm drawing in the spaces here. I'm going to be kind of careful. All the way down to the horizon. When you do a sky, be sure to go all the way down to the land. There's no big clear bubble in between everything. Sky goes all the way to the land. So we fill all of this in. I like to do my sky first and then take care of the detail of the things in the picture. That's from doing a lot of landscape drawings and paintings. So I'm going around. I don't need to outline this with blue. I'll outline this with green and the colors that I'm using for the tree or for the castle. Just putting color in. Just checking. Make sure to not miss any parts. I'll be back to finish. I'm back at it. I can start to draw the lines straight. And if I had a ruler, which I do, I'll show you the difference that this can help draw straight lines. Now, I am inking in where the mortar of the brick or rocks are. These would be stones to make a castle. I do want to color in the windows dark to create a little bit of depth. Now I'm going to wash this with water and a brush and to make it gray. I don't need to add any other color really. I could put some white crayon into this to make it look marbled and pretty fancy and neat. And it's okay, I goofed up and I put all three of these in line because I'm talking and not thinking. That's why when we're in person, we want to concentrate and not just chat. I do it too. Just draw in these parts. The more time you think about and make your marks and do things, the better it will look. I'm going to draw that in brown because it's wood. But I do want to hurry this along. I don't really think you need to sit and watch a video for 15 minutes to learn what we're doing. Hopefully I'm explaining it well enough, but I'm trying to make these lessons work for both virtual learners and learners that are at school, hybrid. So I don't want lessons to be too long, but I don't want them to be too short, and I do want you to know what to do. We do want you to do the assignments, not just look at the picture, and that we do want you to take a picture of your work and send it in every time. Otherwise, we don't know. There are directions written on my lessons on Google Classroom that it says what the assignment is and a little bit of how to do it, but then also watch the video to know how to do things. There will be lots of different words you will hear and how to, because when we're learning to do something new, we need to learn all we can about it so that we can own the technique and use it in our own work. I'm staggering these blocks, even though they were drawn a different way, changing it up because I want it to look a little different. I can draw over this. I don't need to erase it. It will blend in and be part of that grayscale. There's really no quick way to do this. You fill it in brick by brick. be bigger blocks on the bottom. You can play with scale and size. It's kind of fun. And I want this to be darker and actually wider right here, closer to me. Now, fun part, did I get a green? No. I'm gonna have to go get a green. But I don't have a brown either. I need that. Let me show you the watercoloring part while we're here. First, I'm doing the sky. And my water is pretty dingy, so it kind of colored it a different color. Let me show you the difference.